Zigaretten die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my beautiful mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video we're going to be looking at Velvet Oud by Lattafa. This is one of those fragrances that's I've got a bag sitting back behind me that has a bunch of fragrances I haven't covered on the channel yet, so I'm going to start going through them and covering some of them. But before I get into that, my fragrance of the day, and that is Hugo Boss, The Scent. This is a 200 ml bottle, so I'm honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to get through all of this. But what I will say about the scent is that it's a very leathery, sort of fruity, dusty fragrance. Dusty may not sound attractive to you, but the maninka fruit in this that makes it unique. You don't see it too often in perfumery and fragrances, so what you get is this sort of rich suede kind of quality with that dusty maninka fruit as well. It's actually very attractive. Today was on the more mild side for a Victorian summer's day. Actually, it is autumn, so it's not summer at all. But it's still warm outside, but it was definitely on the more mild side as far as warm is concerned here in Victoria. This is a very attractive fragrance. Performance isn't as bad as people make it out to be. It still gets me over about 6 to 8 hours of performance, depending on how many times I spray it. As I've got the 200 ml, I just do the whole 5 sprays. And that seems to do 8 hours quite easily, so maybe you're just not spraying it enough, but I usually get compliments for this one. It's a very attractive fragrance, like Hugo Boss. I can't remember a Hugo Boss fragrance that I've actively disliked, but yeah, The Scent, underrated fragrance. If you can get it, like the 200 ml at a good price, like I got the 200 ml for $80 on clearance. What a bargain, hey? Alright, so Velvet Oud by Lattafa. This is supposed to be a clone of Tom Ford's Tuscan leather and Tom Ford's Ombre leather. And the packaging and presentation, quite nice, I've got to say. It does remind me a little bit of, just the way it looks, it has a little bit of like that Ombre leather look to it. And here we go. It does look luxurious, you've got to admit. Like, just that sitting on your shelf, pretty appealing. From the atomizer, you don't get a whole lot. It's quite deceiving because, and I will spray this on my skin, that is dangerous. That is not going to come off for the next 24 hours. In the air, very potent. Now there is some leather here, and there is like a tiny bit of oud lingering in the background. It isn't a prominent note, but it is there very subtly in the background. But what you do get, I get a touch of fruitiness, I get a lot of leather, animalic leather, dark leather, musty leather, dark leather. But I also get an awful lot of incense, and it sort of reminds me of Zadig and Voltaire, Just Rock and This Is Him in that regard. It's got that deeply incense-like quality to it. So, another fragrance that it reminds me of is Nabil's Arab Tradition. This is a straight up clone of Tuscan leather. You've got that raspberry opening with the leather. This is quite smoky as well. I'll just show you this one off. I'll just show off this one. Yeah, this one is definitely like a straight up clone of Tuscan leather. But Velvet Oud is a different beast. It does remind me of Ombre leather. It does remind me of Tuscan leather. But this has such a deeply smoky incense note. To everybody out there that's sort of looking for like a church-like incense fragrance, like there are quite a few people out there similar to me that love the note of incense, that love smoky fragrances, and they're looking for deeply dark, edgy, mysterious, church-like, papal sort of smoky notes. This checks all of those boxes. You get a bit of that leather, but for my nose at least, it is extremely smoky. Performance for this one is, I don't know, it goes even beyond beast mode. We're talking about 24-hour plus performance. If you shower and if you don't scrub this off with an exfoliator and soap, we're talking about 48 hours plus. But if you really go through it, you know, put some hand sanitizer on it, some alcohol, it will still last 24 hours, like if you just have a normal shower. Like, you've got to try and get this one off. Like, you've actively got to try and get it off. So, the reason why I'm talking about Velvet Oud and Arab tradition is that if you really want to, like, challenge yourself and find new fragrances, you really should be looking at the Middle Eastern markets. You just don't get fragrances like this in the West. Fragrances like Velvet Oud, fragrances like Arab tradition. And yes, some of them are clones and some of them are based off of more expensive luxury Western brands, but there's just something about the performance for these. They usually include some sort of musky or oud note. Like, it's very uncommon to see a fragrance with this sort of power that doesn't have the note of oud. But it's not that prominent, honestly. Like, I've got like Oud 24 Hours. I've got a bunch of like Oud Gold, Durham Gold. That all of those fragrances are extremely forwards with the oud. The oud in Velvet Oud is, you know, as far as an oud fragrance goes, how many more times can a bloke say oud? The oud as it's presented here is, it is on the smooth side, it's on the creamy side, it's on the velvet side, like it says in the name. But this is an incense scent through and through. So if you're after a dark fragrance, a very church-like oud scent, something that's very religious, spiritual, something that's, you know, it's going to challenge every one of your expectations as far as a fragrance goes, I highly recommend Velvet Oud. $60 Australian from eBay, 48 hours performance. If you want something that's more of a traditional clone, then check out Arab Tradition, same sort of performance. This is a deeply raspberry forwards leather fragrance, but this also has like a scratchy smoke note as well. It's just less incensey and more like ashtray-like. So maybe that doesn't sound appealing to you. Or if you want something that's similar to both of those, and you don't often see this fragrance recommended as mainstream, but if you want something that's going to be a bit more acceptable, it's a bit more natural smelling, try Ombre Noir by Lalique. This is a very woody, smoky, piney, coniferous fragrance. This is a good middle ground between all of these scents, although there's no leather note here. It is beautiful though. It is very dark, it's beautiful. It's a brooding type of fragrance. I imagine this to be worn by a hiker deep in autumn, and he's hiking around the Appalachian Mountains. He's hiking around the Carpathian Mountains. Man, this is one of the best fragrances on the market. You can find this for anywhere between $60 and $80 Australian. But yeah, highly recommend checking out Arab Tradition if you want a fruity, leathery scent with a smoky facet, or Velvet Oud if you want a very incense-forward, smoky, challenging fragrance that has a lot of leather but also a touch of oud as well. You can't go wrong with either one of these. They're both incredible, perform incredibly, and you can find them for under $80 Australian. What are your thoughts on these fragrances? I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.